Reunited after a remarkable recovery.
When you start to feel better, it's just good to get home. Although I felt absolutely fine, and then I walked from my room in the ward to the lift and I was absolutely puggled.
How does it feel to be home?
It feels surreal, I think, in some ways. I think it's, when Robert and the kids picked me up, they picked me up where I was dropped off. They dropped me off there like a week past Saturday, and that's the last I saw of them. Feeling really unwell.
This was Karen McCabe last week, in intensive care, needing help to breathe. The 44-year-old from Edinburgh who has underlying health issues says after days of mild symptoms at first, the decline in her condition was rapid.
I can't breathe. I couldn't. It's like an elephant or something was on my chest and just not allowing you to inhale and exhale properly. I had that on a couple of days. I think I had it on a lot less than I expected that I would. I think I just needed that couple of days rest. That was enough for me to turn a corner.
But the virus continues to cast a shadow.
When I came out of ICU to go back to the ward, seeing patients, intubated, ventilated, thinking some of them they're not going to wake up. And it's just, I've got that image in my head and it's a hard one to shift. And I think one of the things that hasn't hit me yet is the psychological impact, because I am questioning why am I one of the lucky ones? Why me?
In Dundee, Paul Clarke said he also feared for the worst when he was moved to intensive care. He spent 3 weeks in Ninewells Hospital.
The day when I got told I was going home, and I got told that day that my last swab was negative. So obviously when my wife picked us up with my 2 boys, I was just really emotional.
When 40-year-old Paul was placed on a ventilator, his wife, who is a nurse, said she tried to remain positive for their children.
Doctor let me phone my wife to say that you want to go and speak to her and tell her I got quite emotional when I was on just that last conversation you think you might have.
It was like living a nightmare that you were never waking up from. You don't realise how much you take things for granted, that just tiny little things like being able to see someone being able to give you a hug and say, everything will be okay.
Abdul Bustani in Glasgow is cherishing every moment with his 6 children. The whole family had COVID-19 symptoms, but only Abdul needed hospital treatment.
And I was worried about my children, my family, and friends were coming in my mind like, oh, this is the person I'm going to contact. Like, please look after my children if something happened to me. I think we have got a second chance to live. We're a happy family. We crossed the danger road now.
All 3 families have expressed their deep gratitude to the NHS teams who have supported them over the last few weeks. Karen's daughter gave nurses a letter before her mum returns home.
Thank you, NHS, for helping my mum. You have done a great job.
Sharon Frew, STV News.